Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by our campaign. This is Paul Nash. I'd like to take a moment to give you a brief overview about what our project is all about. The project is Spending. Spending is a high-tech marketing and promotions company. We've amassed quite a bit of expertise over the last 25 years where we have built a lot of different platforms that match up manufacturers and brands with consumers, both at the point of sale and on the internet, on TV. We've done a lot of different projects, and Spending is a little different. This is a really fun application that should get everybody very, very excited. We're really excited about this project. I think you're going to love it, and I know we're going to love running it. For consumers, Spending is a free downloadable app. You put it on your smartphone, and you're able to play it once per day. You spin to win, and you win something cool every time you play. Now that's sort of unheard of, at least the kind of games that I've ever played that you might be familiar with. You might win something that you really don't want, or you might win something that doesn't really have any value. What we're trying to do is actually put valuable prizes. It's a free product every time. This isn't going to be like you get a coupon off, you get 10% off, you buy one, get one. We want to give away free items every time you play. And I'll get into the reasons why that makes sense in a minute. So this is a free download for your smartphone. We're working on Android, we're working on iPhones. We have the application actually written, but we're porting it over to the different OSs right now. The prizes are going to be provided by merchants, mostly local merchants. And again, I'll go through why that makes sense in a minute. And we're also planning on having grand prizes that we pay for, ranging from a cruise to a car, high-end, high-ticket items like vacations. They won't be given away every day, but depending on the prize, we'll be talking about once a month, once a quarter, once a year. And you'll also notice from the body of our campaign that we have some stretch goals that will, depending on how much we can raise, will change the number of prizes and actually increase the kind of prize that we will have up on the grand prize. So, winning a cheeseburger once a day is a lot of fun, but also having a chance to win a car or a cruise, it makes it even more exciting. The way this works is when you download Spending to your phone, you're going to get one token per day in your account. So that token can be used to play once per day. Now if you don't play every day, you'll accumulate these tokens that get awarded daily. So let's say you log in next week, you'll have 7 more tokens in there. And the cool thing about this is you can use those to play and get random prizes for each token. Or you can save up your tokens. You accumulate 10 tokens and then redeem any price that you want. Or you can give the tokens to your friends. If you really love the game and you want to amass a pile of prizes and you'll have a little inventory in your back office in the phone, you can buy more tokens. And we'll get into why that makes sense in a minute as well. So what we're setting up is the ability to win something cool every time you play, one time per day, or more, depending on how many times you want to play. We're expecting an amazing range of products. This is not, as I mentioned, this is not just a buy one, get one. You don't have to pay for something to get something. You don't have to pay 90% to get 10% off. This is a free item. You can walk into a merchant, you pick up your item, and you can walk out. So that's really, really why this is going to be fantastic. Now for merchants, the real reason they want to give away inventory is to generate store traffic. Now this might be an internet merchant, it might be a local merchant. When you read the body of our campaign, we really believe that this will be the holy grail for local merchants to sort of level out the competitive playing field between, the smaller independent guy and the big box stores that are cropping up in middle America all over the place. It's very hard for the local merchants to compete with the pricing and the convenience of having everything at your fingertips. So in an effort to give them a leg up and to provide them with a very inexpensive way to advertise and to promote, we're providing this to local merchants primarily. We really believe that there's thousands and thousands of items that they will be willing to give away, inexpensive items, fun items that make sense in a promotional aspect for marketing and for advertising. Up here on this slide we have a local hardware store example. Now they may choose just to give away something inexpensive like a 1-inch nylon paintbrush. It might cost them 15 cents for the paintbrush. They might sell it for 35 cents, 50 cents. It's a cheap little giveaway. So they may choose to allocate 25 of them if they have an inventory, and they're going to give them away. They'll upload the paintbrush information and their codes and so on into the spending system. And what we'll do is we will locate a consumer close by and give that paintbrush away. And it's a totally free paintbrush. You walk in, you don't have to buy anything to get it. The thing is, I mean, most people who might redeem a paintbrush are probably in the business of painting something. So they might buy an extra can of paint. They might buy a drop cloth. They might even buy a ladder. You never know what this promotional event could trigger from a transaction. So it's a very inexpensive way for these merchants to generate traffic. It costs roughly a dime for each of these merchants to pay per win. And the cost of inventory, it'll be really the cheapest way for them to generate foot traffic that I've ever seen. And I've been involved in advertising and promotional database marketing stuff for many, many years. And this will be the cheapest way to generate foot traffic that they've ever seen. And it's obviously an ability to build store loyalty, obviously to sell additional product, as I mentioned, or even get rid of dated inventory. There's a lot of different classes of merchants that can't sell everything, like a flower shop. A flower shop is well known to throw away certain amounts of their inventory because it goes stale. So if they actually give that away before it goes stale, then they don't have to throw it away. They can actually use it to generate more traffic, sell additional flowers, and get more store loyalty and so on. So again, very, very exciting thing for them. This should be almost, like I said, the holy grail of promotional marketing for local merchants. Now, in terms of a little background and why we believe and why we understand what this spending game will do, we had this running. We had a very similar game like this running on 4,000 stores internationally between 1992 and 2000. We had a kiosk network out there called the Winner's Circle that was in these chains nationwide and internationally. Again, there were 4,000 stores. This was a couponing kiosk that enticed people to play every day or every time they came in. It was a huge capital expense to put all these kiosks in. We're hooked up to all the register systems. We had fantastic results. When people played the game, we had people changing their shopping habits, changing what they purchased, changing their loyalties. We gave away certain things and it changed the way they purchased product. Give away some turkey at the deli, and they'd find out they'd buy other things at the deli, maybe additional turkey, sandwiches and mayo or whatever. It's very exciting the way this thing was operated. And not only did we have all these kiosks in all these stores, we also had hundreds of brands that used to run on this system and give away product and coupon and promote products. So we understand how to deal with both the merchant side of this and the brand side of this. We're really pretty familiar with packaged goods brands, especially simply because we were in grocery stores before. But this opens up, because now we're on smartphones, this opens up the game to every kind of retailer, not just packaged goods. We can do, like I said before, hardware stores, virtually anybody, from a lawyer to a coffee bar to a pizza joint. It's something that can be used to promote virtually any product on the street. So why are we doing this now? The body of our campaign gives a lot of information about what we believe the benefits are for spending and the merchants and so on. Obviously, you guys know better than anybody. You have your smartphone. You're already downloading apps. There's 200 million of them in the U.S. alone that are capable of running this app. There's 2 billion more worldwide. So obviously, there's a huge landscape that allows for downloads and allows for an almost automatic audience to start playing and to winning and winning the game. Obviously, the younger guys are more into gaming and downloads and apps than everyone else, but we believe the first adopters will be the standard folks that participate in gaming and downloads right now. But we also believe that once people start to see what the prizes are and what the winning is all about, we're going to get everybody. We know that independent businesses, especially local merchants, are really looking for ways to compete more effectively with larger merchants, big box stores that are close by in their neighborhood. There's been a lot of closings and a lot of difficulties amongst the local merchants that we believe we can be a huge leg up for them and to help them compete in the marketplace right now. And they're always looking for ways to increase the loyalties amongst the younger guys so that as they grow up and have kids, you know, those local merchants have a built-in base of loyal customers. Always, always, always fun is a huge factor in the success of any game, and this is no exception. Clearly, we're going to have a very fun application. There's going to be a lot of people that will love it just because of the fact they get free things, free cool items. In a nutshell, we know the general public will love this and use it. Merchants will love it and use it. We really have a huge opportunity to build a really big company that will hire a bunch of employees, will make a lasting effect and a positive impact on local economies. We've already tested this business model in these 4,000 locations. You know, in those 4,000 locations, they were basically weekly, or maybe, you know, you come in and do your big shopping trip for the home on a weekly basis, or maybe you make 2 trips a week. Now we're going to extend that to millions and millions of devices that will be daily visits, multiple daily visits. We really believe we're going to have people buying tokens to increase the number of wins that they have, or maybe accumulate tokens so that they can pick and choose what they want. We really, really know how to support brands as customers, retailers as customers, and we know how to support software. We know that software is our main asset. We know that it needs to work, it needs to be tight, and we expect it to be tested. We have a plan in our campaign to bring beta testers on board to help us. So I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to all of this. Again, we're really excited about this. We're hoping that you jump on board with us. We'd like to thank you very much for your support and hope to see you on the other side.